who are tomorrow's legends? We all have an opportunity to make history. Every day there's an opportunity to make an impact, to do something bigger than yourself.
I am extremely appreciative of all the leaders that came before me. We're in a moment now where we're creating our own history.
We're telling our children, you can't be what you can't see, but look at this person, look at where they are. And if that's your dream, you can accomplish it and you can achieve it.
It's special this year for some reason. It just kind of like gives us the green light to really embrace who we are.
Without the contributions of Black Americans, there's no America. And Boston is the home of Black history in America.
It's the shortest month of the year, and I just feel like, what do we do on March 1st? We're done talking.
I started saying less of Black History Month. I just wanted to just say Black History because it's consistently being made.
Celebrating Black History Month in Boston means to me that you can't be what you can't see. And it's that 1 month, however short it is, that we get to look at and celebrate Black excellence.
My name is Elena Stinson.
Linda Champion.
Monica Cannon Grant.
Dr. Joseph N. Cooper.
My name is Rob Gibbs.
Hey, this is Justin Springer.
Imari Jeffries.
My name is Dart Adams.
I represent the Workers' Compensation Trust Fund. We are the trust fund that steps in to make sure those injured workers have the services they need, lost wages as well as medical care and coverage. The biggest thing that we want to do is make sure that we get them the medical treatment that they need and we get people healthy again so that they can get back to work.
I think the moment in time has elevated King Boston's work. And so we started this project a few years ago to launch the Embrace, which is a 22-foot memorial in Boston Common. And it evolved from just celebrating Dr. King to Mrs. King to also include Boston civil rights leaders. And so what does it mean to build a memorial in America's oldest public park to honor Dr. and Mrs. King and other Boston civil rights leaders who are also Black? The Embrace looks like arms, but from the top, it looks like a circle. And so Boston is putting a ring on it. We are marrying this notion of racial equity. Right on the common is the emerald necklace. Like we're putting the diamond in the emerald necklace, and we're marrying racial equity. And so can we live up to this marriage? Can the marriage be as good as the wedding?
What's up, everybody? My name is Rob Gibbs. I go by the artist name of Pro-Black. Pro is for Black is our people. I wanted people to understand that when you come into a community like Roxbury, if you're in certain parts of Dorchester or wherever, like you can look for these murals to kind of reflect the people and tell the stories. And my only message was to breathe life. It's kind of open-ended at the end because it gives you the ability to collaborate and add your own narrative to it. And so the impact that we've made in the city, I felt like through the art was that we were able to give young people a safe place to, reside and grow.
Violence in Boston is a violence prevention social justice nonprofit. We have an on-site food pantry. We have on-site studio and podcasting space. We're creating partnerships around housing and mental health just to be able to address all the social dynamics that the majority of the people who are involved in violence are suffering from. I hope I could be an example for young people. I was a single mom. I was a teen parent. I grew up in poverty my whole life. I've had a lot of the same struggles that most parents and families go through, and I just kept fighting.
I think my work is just kind of birthed out of like frustrations that I've had. And I hope that I can bring a different lens to the Boston area, especially in the healthcare space, around just kind of bringing more minority physicians, students and residents to the area, feel welcomed and actually feel like they have a voice. If my name were to be etched in the history books, that it would be, this is the person who really jump-started this conversation, really got the Black community mobilized around resources that were trusted, and having more Black physicians visible within the community.
I am a partner at Rhythm and Wraps, which is a plant-based vegan restaurant in Austin. And we're looking to expand and looking to bring more healthy options to the community. But what a lot of people know me from too as well is my work in community engagement and PR and marketing. I also manage marketing for BAMS Festival, which is Boston's only Black-owned music festival.
I am seeking to improve the plight for Black people and for humanity overall by being a critical thinker, by being a courageous leader, by being a convicted human being. So I always use those 3 C's around consciousness, courage, and conviction. The book is called A Legacy of African American Resistance and Activism Through Sport. And I document the history of African Americans' involvement in sport from the 15th century all the way up to the modern day, and the different ways in which resistance was enacted. There's an intergenerational connection between our efforts, and I'm looking to help inspire, be a part of, and generate that type of resistance within our lifetime.
Basically, the work I'm doing is just trying to get people to recognize the history and the contributions and the innovations that Black and Latin Bostonians have contributed and continue to.
We're here. This is what's happening. This is what's going on.
It's February, so everybody wants to talk about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Harriet Tubman, but there's so many other Black leaders.
So many giants either came from Boston, passed through Boston, are still in Boston. Like, February always gives me that time to just sit back, reflect on the giants that have passed away, that shoulders in which we stand on, reflecting on how far we've come, and then looking ahead to see how far we have to continue going to ensure equity and equality.
You can't be what you can't see. So when the community starts to see us as business leaders, it just changes the world.
I guess for me, during this month of Black history, is support Black-led organizations financially and adequately, and Black businesses that often don't get the same funding that other businesses do, especially during a pandemic.
Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
After the year we've had, Black History Month hopefully has a different meaning to all of us, but it's a month for us to celebrate a unique part of our collective history, right? I'm no less excited to celebrate my child's birthday than I am my own, that it doesn't have to be our month for it to be the only month that's exciting. And so I hope that we can celebrate Black History Month as well as the other months in that same manner. And I hope the pandemic has taught us that we are stronger together than we are apart. And this could be one of the ways that we do that.